Most salespeople don't realize that they sound desperate until it's already costing the meetings. Look, I've made tens of thousands of cold calls and I realized that desperation is a tone, not a sentence. Your words might be perfect, but your tone is simply just killing your deals. Tonality is the invisible frame that your prospects feel instantly. Look, what is vocal tonality, right? It's a core sales skill. It's about how you say things, not what you say. It's not about the script, it's about how you're saying your script or whatever you're saying to your prospects. It's about how you pace it, you pitch, your pausing, your energy, and especially your rhythm, right? Because words are only 7% of your communicational impact. 7% is words, 38% tone of voice, and 55% comes from facial expression. People feel your frame before hearing anything you have to say, any of your logic. Your voice sets the emotional temperature in the first few seconds, right? So, what does desperation actually sound like on these cold calls? Rushing openness signals that you have fear and pressure. Upward inflections show the approval seeking energy. Why do we want to ask for approval from our prospects, right? You want to say, "Hi, is this John?" Like, it just sounds as if you're, again, approval seeking, you're fearful, you sound like you're pressured. Whereas, "Hi, is this John?" Sounds assertive, it doesn't sound uncertain or tentative. Over explaining reveals your insecurity and your neediness and your lack of preparation for your calls. You're filling silence with noise shows, again, discomfort fast. If you're always looking to, get rid of the silence and fill those gaps with filler words, essentially, it shows that discomfort that you're not prepared for your call. You don't know what you're saying. It's more about preparation then, right? I just wanted to quickly reach out. It's a very low status framing thing to say. We never want to say like we're following up, we're checking in. You reframe that. You say it differently in a way where they don't realize that we're just checking in because we have busy schedules as well, right? We're looking to help them. We're not looking to just make commission at the end of the day. Chasing, not leading the conversation. The psychology behind your tone, right? It comes from Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Again, a great book. Again, if you listen to the audiobook, he goes through the late night FM DJ voice, which is what I'm going to be referencing here. The calm, slow, downward inflection delivery. It creates an aura of authority and trustworthiness for your prospects. They feel heard, they feel respected, and your tone signals safety or threat fast, okay? Triggers fight or flight before logical thinking. If I'm going into a call and I'm saying, "Hi, is this John? How are you going today?" Holy shit, like this guy is going to be scared, right? Who has just called me? I'm in the middle of my workday and this guy's like on the phone yelling at me, not very nice. Whereas if you come in, "Hi, is this John?" They feel like it's already more calm, respectful. You're not intruding on their day. You're actually just looking to help out. You're a nice guy on the phone, right? There's 3 tones to control. You've got the playful or your light, friendly social tone that you start a call with or, you banter with someone with. You've got the warm, open, inviting, which you use 80% of the time typically when you're just in conversation. And then you've got your assertive tone, your clear directional tone, right? Direct, confident, but we want to use this sparingly with intent because sounding assertive can come across quite aggressive sometimes to people, but we're not trying to come across aggressive, right? If it's only aggressive if it's overused, right? So this late night FM DJ voice, it comes across as very calm, authoritative as a tone to your prospects. Slow, deep, downward projects that calm control. Desperation versus conviction. There's a critical contrast between those two, right? Desperate, you come across so needy as a seller versus convicted is a grounded seller framework. I was just hoping maybe we could, look, it's so uncertain, the ask, right? Whereas the reason I'm calling, so purposefully led in to the call. Rushing, high-pitch, approval-seeking delivery versus grounded, pause, calm certainty in delivery. Sounding needy and low value versus sounding valuable and worth hearing out. That need them versus bring value mindset. That's what we need to adopt. Now, some practical fixes that you can actually apply today. Pause before every call. Take 3 deep breaths first. I guarantee it lowers your heart rate. That's how it works. Okay, so take 3 deep breaths prior to every call and you will see results. Record yourself to hear different patterns. So slow your opener by 20% for more control. As you can notice, look, I'm even talking slowly right now so I don't slip up, right, when I'm talking out loud. Downward inflections on your prospect's name and company. Kill those filler words if you can and nervous clutter. If you slow your opener by 20% for more control, you will also see that you're also killing those filler words because you have time to think. You have time for your brain to go and then your words catch up. Typically what happens is people will be thinking so fast, your mouth can't catch up. You can't talk at the same speed that you can think clearly. Now, one drill to fix it fast, like a daily practice tool that you can use, is a mirror drill, right? Say your opener out loud with intention, as if you were actually on a call. Record this on a video, whether it's on your phone or on your laptop or whatever. Record that for visual feedback, okay? Now watch it back with no sound. Just study your frame, okay? Do you look desperate or composed on the Zoom call or on however you've recorded it, right? Do you look desperate at all? Your tonality leaks through your body. If your body language is looking desperate and rushed, like that's just terrible, right? How are your prospects gonna buy from you? Daily practice, right, builds consistency like anything, as if it's at the gym. Now, read a paragraph out loud with control and practice that. Use the DJ voice every morning to rehearse the calmness in your voice. Be able to come across as calm and authoritative on your calls. Building that muscle memory through repetition is how you're gonna succeed in your calls. Now, key takeaways from today's video: tonality is about the frame, not about these silly tricks or scripts that you see on your Instagram reels and whatnot. It's about actually practicing and talking out loud and figuring out how you can improve your own tone. Fixing your tone fixes your results over time. Practice, record, iterate until it's just natural to you. You're saying this to people you know. You're saying this to when you meet a stranger on the road, right? Now, drop your biggest tonality mistakes below.